Chapter 27. Language Skills. Unit 4. Language and Literature. Correct the following underlined words and make correct sentences. 1 has been done for you. 1. I cannot agree to you. I cannot agree with you. 2. Are you angry in me? 3. The number of players in the cricket team are 11. 4. The sheeps are grazing. 5. The sceneries in Garhwal are beautiful. 6. If I was the Prime Minister of India. 7. Distribute the fruits between all the girls. 8. The Times of India is an English newspaper. 9. The Himalayas lies to the north of India. 10. Yours sincerely. 11. He is taller than me. 12. One should do his duty. 13. The pickpocket jumped off the bus. 14. Shivani is elder than her sister. 15. Honey is more sweeter than sugar. 16. I am no exceptional. 17. Some news are good news. 18. This is the tallest building of the world. Fact file. English is a West Germanic language that was brought to England in 5th to 7th centuries by some migrants from parts of Germany, Denmark and Netherlands. Chapter 28. Author Avenue. Write the names of the authors from help box given below for the following books. 1. Adventures of Robinson Crusoe. 2. The Communist Manifesto. 3. Through the Looking Glass. 4. Don Quixote. 5. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. 6. Aeneid. 7. Between Hope and History. 8. Divine Comedy. 9. Treasure Island. 10. Descent of Man. 11. Emma. 12. Death of the Nile. 13. Autobiography of an Unknown Indian. 14. Animal Farm. 15. Room on the Roof. 16. A Bend in the River. 17. A Foreign Policy for India. 18. Apple Cart. Help Box. A. Mark Twain. B. Ruskin Bond. C. Jane Austen. D. Robert Louis Stevenson. A. I. K. Gujral. F. V. S. Napal. G. Lewis Carroll. H. George Bernard Shaw. I. Karl Marx. J. Dante Alighieri. K. Cervantes. L. Neeraj C. Chowdhury. M. George Orwell. N. Daniel Defoe. O. Agatha Christie. P. Virgil. Q. Bill Clinton. R. Charles Darwin. Chapter 29. Greet the Day. There are different ways of saying morning greetings in different languages. Good morning is the most common thing to say to someone at the start of the day. It can be expressed both audibly and physically. Often, it involves a combination of both. Match how these people say good morning in their languages. People. 1. Czech. 2. Taiwanese. 3. Swedish. 4. Spanish. 5. Japanese. 6. Finnish. 7. Estonian. 8. Slovenian. 9. Portuguese. 10. Polish. 11. Dutch. 12. German. 13. Greek. 14. Italian. 15. French. 16. English. Saying good morning. A. Bocha. B. Buongiorno. C. Bonjour. D. Hyva momenta. A. Dobro jutro. F. Dobra ranon. G. Ohio. H. Buenos dias. I. God Morgan. J. Bom dia. K. Guten Morgen. L. Terra Homicast. M. Good morning. N. Gadi Morgan. O. Dzień dobry. P. Kalimera. Chapter 30. Timeless Quotes. Read these everlasting quotes and identify the personality who framed this. You can take the help from the help box. 1. Be the change that you wish to see in others. 2. Silence is the sleep that nourishes wisdom. 3. Dream is not what you see in sleep, is the thing which does not let you sleep. 4. History is not a burden on the memory but an illumination of the soul. 5. Happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. 6. It is an unfortunate fact that we can secure peace only by preparing for war. 7. Success is simple. Do what is right, the right way, at the right time. 8. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. Help box. A. APJ Abdul Kalam. B. John F. Kennedy. C. Abraham Lincoln. D. Mahatma Gandhi. A. Francis Bacon. F. Franklin D. Roosevelt. G. Lord Acton. H. Arnold H. Glasgow. Chapter 31. Drop to the top. Read the following description and identify these billionaires. You can take help from the help box. 1. Attended Harvard for 2 years before leaving to build what would become Microsoft. The Harvard Crimson describes him as Harvard's most successful dropout, and today he is the wealthiest person on the planet. 2. Dropped out of University of Texas at Austin and started his company at the age of 19. He would go on to found Dell Technologies and is now worth $20.9 billion. 3. Is known as a software billionaire and founder of Oracle. When he was growing up, however, his adoptive parents encouraged him to be a doctor. He attended the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and the University of Chicago, but struggled with his medical courses and dropped out. Today he is worth over $55 billion. 4. Dropped out of Harvard, founded Facebook and became the 5th wealthiest man alive. According to the book, The Facebook Effect, it took him just 5 minutes to make the decision to quit college. 5. Is a college dropout. He dropped out of Stanford University, California to join his father's business. The richest man in India, second richest man in Asia and 22nd richest person in the world. 6. Gautam Adani completed his schooling a school in Ahmedabad. He enrolled for a bachelor's degree at Gujarat University but dropped out after the second year. Today he is almost in every business and has become the third richest person in the world. 7. Born in the United States. After passing high school, he enrolled in Reed College, dropping out after 1 semester. He founded Apple Computer County in the family garage and revolutionized the industry by popularizing the concept of home computers. Help box. A. Mark Zuckerberg. B. Mukesh Ambani. C. Bill Gates. D. Steve Jobs. A. Michael Dell. F. Larry Ellison. G. Gautam Adani. Chapter 32. Code Crunch. Write the full form of the following acronyms. 1. PAN2, IIM3, ISRO4, IMD5, UNASCO6, SAARC7, ATM8, PSLV9, IAF10, NDA11, INSAT12, IGNOU13, CFA14, CBI15, YFC16, WHO17, SAIL18, YMCA19, BC Century I20, UNICAF. Chapter 33. Book Bliss. Reading is the nourishment that exercises your brain and improves your literacy level among other benefits. These are some of the best-selling books ever that continue to leave an impact on readers. Let us read to know about some of the greatest works of literature in these famous books all over the world. The Lord of the Rings. J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings trilogy was first published in 1954-55. It has sold more than 100 million copies and its sales received a further boost when the films based on the books were released between 2001 and 2003. Charles Dickens. A Tale of Two Cities is a 1859 novel by Charles Dickens which tells the story of the French Dr. Manette, his 18-year-long imprisonment in the Bastille in Paris and his release to life in London. Since then more than 200 million copies have been sold. The Hobbit. J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien was grading some papers when he suddenly wrote a line about a creature called a hobbit. From that line grew the book The Hobbit, which was published in 1937. 100 million copies of this book have been sold. J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is a fantasy novel written by British author J.K. Rowling. It is the first novel in the Harry Potter series and Rowling's debut novel first published in 1997 by Bloomsbury. It has been sold around 120 million copies. The Little Prince. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. The Little Prince is the fourth most translated book in the world by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. It has sold nearly 140 million copies. The Common Sense Book of Baby and Child Care. Benjamin Spock. The Common Sense Book of Baby and Child Care by American Dr. Benjamin Spock came out in 1946. Since then more than 50 million copies have been sold. Chapter 34. About newspaper. There are many different types of newspapers. National. They contain national and international news, but they focus on news related to the country of publication. Regional. They contain national and international news, but focus on local news topics. Daily. They are published every day, but on Sunday they are usually larger and contain specialized sections and cost more. Weekly. They are published every week and tend to be smaller than daily papers. Tabloid. They are usually weekly newspapers and focus on local interest stories and entertainment. They can also be newspapers that tend to exaggerate the news. They consist of sensational crime stories, gossip columns repeating scandals about the deeply personal lives of celebrities and sports stars. Broadsheet. They cover all national and international news in a formal or serious way. A. Are these sentences true? T. Or false? F. 1. Not many people work in a newspaper. 2. A national newspaper doesn't contain international news. 3. A daily paper is published on Sundays. 4. Tabloids have many stories about famous people. 5. A broadsheet newspaper is not very formal. B. Can you give some more examples of the different types of newspapers? 1. Tabloid. 2. Broadsheet. 3. Daily. 4. Weekly. 5. National. 6. Regional.